couple of important messages for us sisters. Coming in hot. I had to get out of the shower to give you these messages. It is time for us to stop squeezing our spiritual practices into tiny spurts or sips of free time, free, available, uninterrupted time, where our partners, our kids, our friends, our jobs are not front and center, where they've drifted off to do other things and left us alone for a minute to have our peace. No, 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 no. I'm now seeing, like, as if you see a table with a whole bunch of stuff on it and you just, swipe your arm across the surface of the table, clearing everything off. Clean that slate, clear that time window for yourself, for your spiritual practice, because your guidance cannot come in until you are settled in your energy, which sometimes takes time. Sometimes that takes an hour. Sometimes that takes 15 minutes. But you've got to let all of the debris of the day and the priorities settle in order for those channels to open and for those messages and those visions and those insights and those deeper knowings and those clear, did I say decisions already? To make themselves known to you. And I'm a mom of 2 boys, and I'm a woman who absolutely values productivity and has totally been hypnotized by that false matrix of virtue that I am only as good as what I produce today. And as a stay-at-home mom with a side job, found a way to be busy with legitimate stuff every minute of every hour of every day until I went to bed for years. And I was feeling so productive and worthy, right? Worthy of the fact that I wasn't going out and working and schlepping a 9-to-5 that I hated. But that didn't cut it. That didn't do what we are being asked and what we are needed to do right now, which is tune in to higher frequencies of information. Tune in to greater access points of information. It is time for us to be available for that now like never before. And your gifting propensities, your propensities for your gifting, your access to these higher knowings is so much greater now than it was before. It's like, imagine pulling a rubber band back. The potential energy in that rubber band as you pull it back, as you're like preparing to like, what's it called? Like slingshot it, the farther you pull that rubber band back before it breaks, the greater energy it's gonna have when you let it go, right? So we're at that greatest maximum point right now, or we're approaching it. Meaning that the moment you let that rubber band go, the moment you actually attend to your energies and settle yourself and make time regularly to settle yourself, the access is going to be astoundingly better, clearer, more powerful than it would have been, say, 5 years ago, because we're in a really different time right now. The energies afoot are completely different right now. So that was message number 1. Message number 2 is that as we women are stepping into our knowing, the shadow side, or the old, what do I want to say? The old ways of surviving are going to rear their ugly heads because they need to be cleared away. They need to be addressed, to be cleared away, to make way for this new operating system, this new way of operating. And so I want to be very specific and say, for example, women over the eons, the centuries, let's just say the centuries, have had to revert to manipulation in order to get their way a lot of the time. in order to get our inner wisdom heard. Sometimes we've had to make things sound like it was our man's idea or our dad's idea, right? Sometimes we've had to craft the evidence just so that then the men can have their aha moment, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? And yes, it's conniving, and yes, it's calculating, and yes, it's deceitful in some ways, and it's manipulative, but no, it was not all bad. It's a lot of the time for our survival. So let's give ourselves an immediate pass on that and recognize that at this time, we don't have to play that game. We don't have to play that way. And if it comes up, just love it, recognize it, soothe yourself and say, you know what, that's the old way that was for my survival over the centuries. And now we get to do it a new way. Now we get to stand in our bold, clear, courageous knowing. And just sit in the co-pilot seat, next to the masculine element and or at the helm of our household or whatever, in an elegant way, not in an elbowing kind of way, but just in an elegant way, right? And not in an undermining, conniving, manipulative way, just in an elegant way, and just say, hey, I'm here. I'm on your team too. We're both on the same team. We both want the same motives, right? So I'm saying that, I want to make sure I got everything out there, because it's bringing up one other thing, which is that some of us, and I'm saying us on purpose, but I'm going to say you're going to see other women. I really don't want to make this about me. You're going to see other women, but it's going to sound so much gentler if I say it this way. Some of us are going to slip and find ourselves speaking out of integrity, saying things like, I'm being shown this, this, and this for you, or I'm being guided to tell you da 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 da. Great words, no problem there. What's the energy behind it? If the integrity's not there, if the clarity's not there, if there's an ulterior motive behind there, then it's going to be very ugly, very distorted, very toxic, very conniving, woman to woman, mentor to mentee, right? That is what we're going to start seeing more and more and more. So get your ears perked up to the truth frequency, as it has been so elegantly and eloquently expressed. The truth frequency is something you can sense with your body, with your pineal gland, with your gut, with your heart. So it's less about the ears, but I'm saying keep your ears perked, because we want to be on alert for where women or others, sisters, are coming from as they are claiming and regaining their power. Because women are going to start speaking in ways that are going to very greatly distort the clean messaging of today. Okay? So I'm putting that out there because right now, I'm putting that out there, and you're getting why I'm putting that out there, but I just want to be clear. I chose those words on purpose because those are words that I use. Those are words that my sisters use, my colleagues use, my mentors use. Some of the most highly respected intuitives I know out there are currently using phrases like that. I'm being shown, this is what I'm being guided to say or to share. But be on alert. Bitches be wretched. You just really want to be on alert. There will be women, and it might be in your field right now, who are using that vernacular, that language, those terms, those buzzwords, those phrases, right? And manipulating them and distorting them. So just be discerning, be discerning, be discerning, be discerning, be discerning. Find mentors you can trust, truly. That's it. Love you.